Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Wow, we have us a guest co-host today. Just so happens she has our featured dog today, too. Wow. Hi, Lindzy. Hi, John.
Hi.
All right. So, wow, here we are at Saturday night at, well, it depends on what time zone you're in, but you know what time it is. Hi, Kelly from British Columbia. I can't pronounce your city, so we're gonna have a good show tonight, and because we have we had some parvo going on, and she's our survivor. So I think we'll jump right into this, and we're going to play her once again. Gyda, is that how you pronounce her name? Gyda.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. And she got sick. We did a video. That was a rough week you guys had last week, and you guys did great. So here we go. We're going to let you guys know kind of what happened to Gyda here. Wow. Something else. So how close to accurate was that video? Relatively
That was pretty accurate.
Was it? Okay. For anybody that likes our cute little videos that we do, they're all up on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, and it's not linked to the website yet, but there's the we don't have enough subscribers, so if you go out there and look at the videos, and it's quite a bit up there, subscribe, and we get enough subscribers that will say YouTube channel GP of Mo or something, whatever we put up there. It'll shorten it. So, but we need subscribers. So, and if you don't like it, don't subscribe. That's up to you. So, and we keep it updated. Wow. So, Kayla says hello from Yorkville. So, and I think I know who this is, but yeah, you have to give permission actually for I can't remember. I think it was her name. Boy, she's gonna kill me here in a second if it wasn't. You have to give permission to Facebook to let that stuff come out of a group because you're in a group. So it's in the description. There's a link there, and we're still trying to find a streamlined way where it makes it easier to do. All right, so here we go. Gyda, I'm gonna make her a star. Is that all right? Good. I thought you'd like that. So how old is she now?
Her birthday is, what is it, 9?
November 1st, wasn't it?
September 1st, yeah. So she's what, 13, 14 weeks almost?
All right. Okay. And wow, she's been through a lot. And I'll tell you what, remember where we put in that video, it was talking about what it took to take that picture. I used a different one in the beginning, and Reagan said it was kind of out of the timeline because she was actually feeling better then because she had a cone on. But it was pathetic picture though, where she's in the room back in the corner. Yeah, that cone is nicely color coordinated. All right, I always felt that. So, what was her early on symptoms that made you call Linda and say, or Reagan, whoever you call it, and say, hey, we may have a problem?
It was pretty much the diarrhea. They were all, when I got them, they were all very shy, so they didn't really do much. So you would think like the lameness would be like probably the first symptom. But since they were so shy, they weren't really doing much anyway. So that wasn't really like a concern. And they seemed to be eating and drinking. It's kind of hard, like with all 5 of them. I had 6 at the time. So it was kind of hard to like tell who was eating exactly how much. So then that could have been another sign too. And so then one night we came home and she had diarrhea and it was just straight blood. And that was kind of the night that we rushed her to the vet.
Yeah, Quinn was already infected, and so everybody's on alert anyway, right?
Yeah.
Wow. But just like the video showed, she's got better.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see the qualifications for that application. That's the picture I was talking about, but we got to try to keep things accurate.
Yeah, that was her favorite place to lay for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's her spot. Oh, yep. That looks like same tile. But
yes, Nicole tile. They all seem to love.
Yeah, and she was starting to get lethargic too. Is that one of the symptoms?
Yeah, she wasn't eating or drinking really once we got her back from the doctor. Even the hospital couldn't get her to eat anything.
Okay.
But we found out pretty quick she likes boiled chicken.
PyreRescue and Sanctuary in Colorado thinks she's a cutie. And hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us from Iowa. I hope you enjoy the show. Kind of stuttering here because, well, Lindzy and John's our co-host for tonight, and I wasn't. Something must have happened, and they got busy. So anyway, now, did I remember right that she's spoken for?
Yes, one of the ladies that helps out the rescue and volunteers. She is going to after.
Hey. But she has to wait till after Christmas, just like everybody else, right?
Yes.
All right. For those of you that don't understand what's going on with that, over the years, Christmas season is Rescue's busiest season. They get a little 16-pound ball of fluff for Christmas, and by the end of January, they've got a great Pyrenees, and they weren't prepared for that. And we get a lot of returns start coming in then. All right. So, and that's what's going on with that. All right. Elizabeth wants to know how many of that litter have been adopted. None yet, because they're not available yet for one, and the apps are on hold. They're going to go quickly. Okay.
There's 2 for sure that have a home already though. Gyda and then Keiko.
I'm sorry now?
Gyda and Keiko for sure have like an adopter.
But 2 of them are spoken for.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 3 with Gyda.
Gyda and Keiko are all that I know of.
Okay. All right. I get confused easily. By now, you should understand that. So 2 have been spoken for out of 7 surviving.
6.
So I thought there was 8 to start.
Yeah, 7. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. See, you help confuse me.
I know.
All right. So now her birthday, they were born September 1st. So getting up there, what? They'll be 14 weeks old here at the beginning of the month, right? New Year's Day?
Something like
That's
that,
enough. Yeah. I don't have my calculator handy. Threw my notes out the window when, oh, there we go. There it is right there. And you were right, Lindzy. So looks like she's a wiggle worm. Imagine that. She's a puppy.
Yes, she's
Now,
finally gotten her puppy energy back.
Yeah. How many puppies do you have left that you're fostering?
I have these 4, and then I also still have Mocha.
Why do you still have Mocha?
She actually started her heat, so we're keeping her until after her heat is done.
Okay. Now she does have isn't she adopted or spoken for or something?
Yes, she does. The lady that is commenting right now, Elizabeth, is actually her adopter.
Oh, okay. All right. Elizabeth, congratulations. So, all right. And we have Roman here too. So this is good. Anyway, now, if you want, since you're co-host tonight, can we see another one?
Yeah. You want to go grab him?
Let's put John to work. Hey, that's not like you don't. I'm going to get, remember my mouth, everybody. That's what keeps getting me in trouble. Okay. So I'm going to have Roman come up and join us. Hi, Roman.
How you guys doing?
Roman's been having some internet issues and looks like he might be getting it fixed up here.
I kind of
Yeah, kind of. Well, you're not. We see you moving. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
right.
good.
And there we go. Mocha will join in January. We'll join Johnny in January. Oh, she's got Johnny. Okay, good. But this is Gyda here, Roman. I don't know if you saw us before you signed on. She was the one that had parvo, but she survived. Her sister didn't.
Wow.
Yeah. And look, it looks like she never got sick. And who do we have here?
This one's Keiko.
All right. And
This
how
is
old
the one that Elizabeth is adopting too.
Oh,
So
he's
Elizabeth is
spoken
taking
for?
Mocha and
He's
Keiko
the
from
other
me.
one spoken for. Gotcha. They look like brother and sister. Now he's a boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They look like brother and sister somehow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, they don't look like peers.
No.
Then what's a Pyrenees rescue doing with them?
They're half Pyrenees. We're actually going to do DNA testing, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Linda said she's sending me some DNA wisdom panels. So then we'll know exactly. But we're thinking either Pyrenees in lab or maybe Pyrenees in Anatolian.
Hard to say. Now
They
the
look like
ears resemble
Pyrenees
lab,
cute mix.
okay? Anatolian's ears are shorter, but you won't know unless you do a DNA.
Yeah.
Right.
The parents say lab, and then Reagan kind of thinks Anatolian. So that one's kind of.
See, here's the bottom line to that. It doesn't matter. They, they still have a right to live a full life.
Yes.
Okay? So, so we do Great Pyrenees, and then sometimes some, and everybody remembers the Mastiff litter that Linda had at her house. A bunch of them, chasing them all over the place. And they're doing well. Every one of those are in their homes, and they're still in the same homes that they were adopted to, and they're Mastiffs. So anyway, moving along, who else do you have there besides now how many do you have total right now? Because you had 6, but not anymore.
Yeah, but I have 4 of the 6 that I did puppies. So I only have 4 now. Another foster took 2 of them. So I have 4 of the Viking Litter, and then I just have Mocha, and then I have my 3.
You're 3.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, there you go. There's fostering. Okay. That being said, how many dogs have you fostered now? Not counting individual puppies. We'll just say a group of puppies is 1. Wait a minute. We can never say that because it is not easy fostering puppies.
So I've had 12 total.
And
But
energetic.
I foster failed my first one.
Okay. So how many have you fostered?
12 total, but not counting counting the one that I foster failed.
Okay. And how how's that been going? What's your, how has it been going with this rescue? What's it like to foster?
I love it. The Pyrenees addiction, I call it, grew like really fast with me. I started with one, and like 6 weeks later, I got my second one, and then we got a house, and then that's kind of when we started fostering. And I got my first foster in March, and so from March to now, I've had 12 fosters.
Okay, and Mocha, you got her as a puppy, didn't you?
Yeah, I got her at 3 months old.
Yeah. And so how long have you been fostering with Great Pyrenees Rescue of Missouri?
Since March, I got my first one, St. Patrick's Day.
Well, you're going to be celebrating a year anniversary if you're not in a funny farm.
Hmm?
You'll be celebrating a year here in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now all those dogs, isn't that kind of expensive? You must have a good job, or does it cost anything to foster?
I don't pay much for them. I buy them like stuff that I want them to have, but otherwise the rescue pays for their vet bills and their food and anything else that they could want or need. But, you know, I like to spoil them and get them their own special things. And I send them home with little bags of stuff that they can have to go home and anything that I want them to have, kind of. But the rescue takes care of everything.
So the rescue pays for everything, and you just choose to, well, make it personalized.
Yeah, if I want to help out.
Cool. So they pay for everything, including the parvo. Wow.
Yes.
I was going to say, you guys must have a heck of a job. At least one of you. Now, with Gyda, you don't have 24-hour vets, and the emergency vet didn't even recommend that. You had to take her to the vet and pick her up every day, didn't you?
Yeah. So we dropped her off at the emergency vet Sunday night at like 5, and then I picked her up Monday morning at 7, and I took her to the vet, and then I picked her up at 7 p.m., and then that was the schedule for the rest of the week, was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And you still work for a living?
Yeah.
So you worked it into your schedule? Well, 7 to 7, so that's not that bad then, is it? Other than getting up early.
Yeah.
And but she fought and won. She's a fighter.
Yeah. She was worth it.
I think I read somewhere her adoption fee is going to be right around $1 million.
Wow. I could believe it.
She's worth every penny of it. She boy, I tell you, she got sick, didn't she?
Yeah.
That was not a good day for you, was it?
No. When I was reading too that parvo can kill like 48 to 72 hours after like symptoms start, and because we caught it so late, I mean, she was on like hour 75 before she even got her care. So the fact that she made it is crazy.
Okay. Well, she was pretty sick there. Is that night 1 there?
Yep, that's the waiting in the vet's parking lot at the emergency vet.
Oh, you still can't go in?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Wow. I bet that one kind of was hard for you.
Yes.
So, and I'm assuming that when you said something's wrong, I'm assuming you called Linda or Reagan?
Yeah, Reagan's normally who I go to. I know Linda's so busy. I don't want to bother her if it's nothing, you know, but obviously it wasn't just nothing, but.
Yeah, we were a little on edge with Quinn. Quinn was still fighting or trying to fight.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden Gyda has to go in. So with that being said, and then your foster, and this is a good announcement. Who was you fostering?
Who was what?
Who were you fostering that just left?
Lizzie
got adopted. So,
yes.
And she's living with Bo. Ta-da! So that's great. Bo and Lizzie. So that added to your rough week, because that must have been a tough one. You've had Lizzie quite a while since she came into rescue.
Yeah, Foster had her for, I think, like a month or something before me, but then I've had her since the end of July.
Yep. If everybody remembers right, Lizzie came into rescue because her prior owner took her to the vet to have her euthanized over aggression. She was 16 weeks old. Okay. And so, yep. Maybe somebody misunderstood you. You didn't have any aggression problems with Lizzie, did you?
Oh, no. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body.
Okay. And if you do run into an issue, how does the rescue handle that for you?
I mean, I haven't run into the issue, so I haven't had that problem yet. But I'm sure Robin, I know Reagan and Linda talk to Robin a lot if I do have any kind of issues. But luckily, they've been pretty good.
Yeah. And what a sweetheart. You can put her down, all right? And I mean, she'll
tolerate it a little longer.
She kind of likes it there, I'm seeing. Okay, now is that a different one or same one?
This one's Siggy.
That one's Sadie, you said?
Siggy, Siggy.
Oh, Siggy. Yeah, see, I didn't even think about well, you had more, and I just put Gyda's pictures up there, but it doesn't matter. We have the real dog. You don't need pictures. So wow. I just can't imagine. Well, somebody as young and strong as you, well, you're about the only ones that could foster. Okay. Somebody my age can't keep up. Shoot, I can't keep up.
I like staying busy with them. They definitely keep me busy.
Now, just out of curiosity, going back to your foster experience, from where you're sitting, do you see any place that could be improved for to make the experience even better?
I definitely think that having more fosters and volunteers would help. I live kind of in the middle of nowhere, so having volunteers, especially for me to not have to drive so far, really, really helps. Just so that I don't have to get like a sitter because I usually go down to St. Louis a lot. So if I can not have to get a sitter, that helps. And, it just helps.
Transporters, volunteers, transporters, however they want to volunteer, right?
Yeah.
Fosters.
And obviously money donations too, because emergencies like Gyda happen.
Absolutely. And well, donations is, well, that's what saved Gyda's life. Okay. And without donations, none of this would be possible. And without fosters like Lindzy and John, they make it happen. We can have all the money we want, but without fosters, nothing happens. So it goes hand in hand, and it's just a big old village. And
definitely.
And it's kind of, it spreads out a little bit, and always remember, don't let the name of the rescue throw you off. We're based in Missouri, but not limited to Missouri because, well, Lindzy and John live in Illinois. So, and I believe Lizzie, she went to Maryland.
Yep.
So, and Reagan, she lives in Kansas. So once again, we're not limited. So don't think that if you don't live in Missouri that you can't do anything. Apply. And if you qualify, great. But if you don't qualify, don't take it personal. Okay. Sponsor a dog instead. All right. It's a really cool program where you sponsor a dog. Like if you sponsored one of the babies, you would be covering their food, hopefully medical costs. Puppies can be wiggle worms too. And and like say if you had sponsored Gyda, Lindzy would keep in touch with you personally. Okay.
Yeah.
And you would
especially with food. We go through almost a bag, probably a little over a bag of food a week with our 5 dogs.
Yep. And that's where donations and dog food donations come in because rescue supplies that, don't they? Yeah. Yep. So some rescues don't. A lot of them do, but there are some that don't, and that's okay. If you can't if you can't afford the food, trust me, a rescue that doesn't typically supply it will probably supply it to you because they don't want their dog to go hungry. So, wow, in that something. Now, just out of curiosity, everybody, you're in Illinois, the rescue's based in Missouri, and some people live in other states. How many of the volunteers have you actually gotten to meet, like say on transport, running into somebody?
What do you think? We probably met 3 or 4.
Okay. All
I know
right.
Ray's been really good about helping us out. He helped us out with Lizzie, and he helped out with Bo, and
Ray's
he was
a
there
good
when
guy.
we picked up Millie and Maggie.
Yeah. We just have to be careful with Ray's wife because she wants to keep all the dogs. Well, most. And Lizzie almost didn't make it, and well, you know Amanda and Maddie, so I mean they probably could have worked that out, but I think Linda could have had a problem, right? So, who has peer puppies? Okay, why don't you share your puppy photos in the comments? And I like that, Roman. Thanks. So now, when these puppies, when they leave. I hear a lot of people, or I read it on Facebook often. It says, "Oh my God, I'm going to take me a break." Gee, many Christmas. I haven't seen you say that at all.
I like them. I mean, they're definitely like a lot and everything. I mean, it's obviously a lot of potty training and, but the way that they come to me so shy and nervous and very like unhandled, and the way that they just open up with me is so great.
That's you were kind of born that way, like Roman.
Yeah.
Roman was born speaking dog. That's what I tell people.
I've always had a lot of animals.
Now, and then I was going to bring something up because Roman did make it. Now, when you train an adult dog, yeah, that works out. How do you train a puppy? They don't know. I mean, they're not totally developed. So what's going on with that, Roman?
Puppies are the easiest animals to train. The perfect age. They're mimicking emotions. So they feel how you feel. They want to learn from it. They follow you around, so perfectly to leash train. They're perfectly to imitate. So if you put your forelegs on the floor and kind of bend forward, they will do the same. If you step on the chair, they will do the same. They just imitate all these things. And so my approach and my suggestion is, instead of doing obedience, try conformity. Show your dog what to do and reward him when he does it. And then give that a name. So if you move backwards and your puppy is coming to you, you call that come and reward it. Simple as that. And then you continue going backwards and the puppy continues following you. You name what he does and reward that too. And then you say, wait. And the puppy's like, what? Thanks for waiting. Reward. And so you can literally start naming all these behaviors that puppy does and then start recalling it. So the
Guess what I swiped?
Right?
You wrote that, Roman.
Sorry, what?
You wrote this.
Did I? Oh, yeah.
I took it out of a comment that you were talking with another lady. I took the whole thing. I thought that was explained like no one else could explain it.
Changing your behavior to go along with a group, even if you don't agree with the group. Yeah, this is kind of like, that's what we do. We do things because everybody does it. And that's kind of like a social behavior. And I think dogs and puppies do that. It's kind of a perfect age where they basically imitate what the group does. The group gets excited, everybody gets excited. The group calms down, everybody calms down. So it's very important that we give the dog a proper feedback so he learns how to be socially prepared and troubleshoot. So if we are aggressive, they will be aggressive. If I aggressively take something away from the puppy will learn that if you want something, I'll do it like my dad did, or my mom did, or my, siblings did to me. And so the puppy learns from that. So our goal is here to teach the puppy emotional intelligence. How to troubleshoot a conflict. What do you do if you're scared? You're not attacking it. You back away from it. Unless you're having a dog who's in the farm and you want him to attack if something goes wrong, right? But there's a different setting. We're not talking about that right now.
Right. So basically, what you're doing, Lindzy, Lindzy's already doing most of what Roman just said. So nice work again.
I would say puppy training, it never stops. It's a continuous education.
Right.
The peak of education is between the moment the puppy is born until the puppy is about 18 months to 2 years old. This is where then all this information he gathers, he will start applying it. So we have like 3 stages. The first one is adapting emotional feedback, do and feel like others do and feel. And then is the part where dogs learn observing others and going out and checking others, what big guys do. And then they play with it. So the puppy is going through a play experience. And in that play experience, there is an experience how to survive. So it's basically survival instinct games. How do I kill you best? How do I jump on your throat and squeeze you until you tell me that's too much? So I know how much I can. And then if I need to, I go just further than that. And then we have group mentalities. Like one barks, everybody barks. Why? Because I guess that's what we do. We bark at something. What are you guys barking at? Oh, you're barking over that. Oh, I bark too. And so that group mentality is what very important because dogs work in teams. Okay. I know there's a confusion about pack mentality, but dogs are not having a pack mentality. They can collaborate together because the benefit is they can do better. They have this concept. So if I collaborate with my partner, even if it's not my relationship or not my friend or relative, then I can do better. Okay. If I do a pretty sit, you likely give me some treats. It's part of collaboration. I do something, so you do something because I know what you do if I do that. Right. So dogs are smart about it. And then later on, from all these experiences and all these individual tasks they learn, then they start applying it and then they be successful. So that's why a dog in when he's working as a working dog, he has not stopped learning until he's 2 years old.
Working dog never stops learning.
No, I said it.
Now, and go back to the training ones. You can always, and somebody said, "Am I doing this right?" And I always answer that question with a question. All right. When you ask your dog to sit, is your dog sitting because he fears the consequences if he doesn't, or is your dog sitting because he respects you and wants to for you? Okay.
Well, it's funny because sitting is an emotional state. Sitting means I feel comfortable waiting in that position and I'm not afraid that I have to run or attack. So I'm going to conform it in sitting in, waiting for my opportunity. It's kind of like a respectful gesture in relationship to what's happening in front of him. Right? And down is even more important because down means I stay under the radar. Right? I want to stay under the radar. I'm not minding my own business. Don't worry about what I'm doing. It takes me a lot to get up and get to you. So I'm going to lay down, showing you I have no intention to go after you. So if we teach the dog to sit and we're not pairing that with his real emotions, then we will have a conflict. So we're going to force the dog to do something he's not comfortable doing that.
Wow.
How do I get a farm? What was that? Hold on.
Sorry, Roman.
You do it.
I went against you there. You do it. I'll keep my fingers off the mouse.
No, sorry. I'm used to my I just click on it.
I know it. I'm going to bring
click.
it up.
I talk, you click. You talk,
Okay.
I click. How do you get
There
a
you go.
farm guardian dog to conform and socialize in urban life? That's a great question. First of all, we need to see what is the dog experience so far. Then what is his potential? Like, how does he capture things? So we have so many breed traits that we need to pay attention to. I will call it up a little bit. I have a document. I will pull it up. In the meantime,
also,
you guys can
too,
questions.
Is it a full working dog that stays out in the fields, in the shelter in the fields? Is it a kind of come into the house, something like a hobby farm maybe, which there is a question that was left over from last week, Roman, we're going to address.
Yeah.
And Kayla, that would actually get addressed in with your question because it'll be kind of similar. So, but now, if you're talking about a guardian that came off the farm and is now a companion, now that is a different type of question. So, if you can clarify that, I'm not sure what you mean. Roman may, but I'm not 100% sure.
So one thing I want kind of to share, since we're talking about that, especially if you have puppies. So I establish here 10 temperament traits, and that's what basically scientifically speaking, that's what we're referring to. So the first temperament trait is activity level, which means how is the dog's idle speed and his activity level? Does the dog consistently waggle or runs around? Is he very active? Does the dog has difficulty sitting still, kind of stuff,
Like
right?
these
That's
right
activity
here.
level, right? And so imagine that those breed traits are kind of like a sliding scale, where the 0 is in the center, and then you have plus on one direction and plus on the other direction. So there is no positive or negative. It's either more in the one direction or more in the other. So either the dog is highly active or he's very inactive. So that will be activity level. Then we have destructibility. So how easily the dog or how difficult the dog is being distracted. So squirrel over here and squirrel over there, that will be on one direction. And then staying hyper focused on one job, that is on the other direction. So destructibility, if the dog is not easily distractible, he's more of a working dog. If the dog is easily distracted, so he gets attention of everything. However, being easily distracted is also a good thing because the dog becomes aware that something else is happening in his environment. So he needs to unfocus on one wolf, for example, and see the other wolves on the other side as well. Make sense?
Yep.
Then we have intensity. How much, and interrupt me when I'm going over here too much. Then we have intensity. Then we have regularity. We have sensory threshold. We have approach and withdrawal. We have adaptability, not changing easily. We have persistence. Some people call it stubbornness. You know what I'm talking about, right? Then we have mood, and then we have emotional sensitivity. So this is basically what I'm going through if we work on a puppy assessment. Oh my God, he's so cute. We're going to go through that and see how the dog temperament is spread throughout that categories, and then we see where we need to do work on. So we want the dog to be in the center rather than on the other side, on the outside.
I was wondering, how long does she keep that on?
Not very long.
Long enough to take a picture.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you said something that if you have behavior issues, that no problem talking to Roman. Is there any questions you had with what he just said about the puppies?
No. I mean, I've had my fair share of puppies. I think
they've
gone all pretty good.
Seem to be doing well when they leave you too. So
yes,
that's, results is what counts. Okay. How you get there, that depends on you and the puppy, the individual puppy. So, wow, that's pretty cool. Well, she's actually being much calmer than her brother was.
Yeah.
Is she back to normal? Did the vet tell you if there are going to be any lingering effects, or is that all gone?
I think it's all gone. She goes back to the vet the 20th, so we'll kind of know more. But
all right.
She's eating and drinking, and everything is all normal again.
And bouncing. I saw it in the video.
Yeah.
She's bouncing around. I like that. That was the first time I ever did switch ups in the music like that before. That was fun. Anyway, so wow. Now the other puppies, there will be 5 left. I'm sorry, 6 left. That's not spoken for. And you have to go ahead. I mean, the apps are on hold till after Christmas, but it doesn't mean you can't apply. So get your apps in, and just like any of the other dogs except Mocha, can't apply for Mocha no more. We can apply all you want, but you're not going to get her now. Elizabeth's got her. So get your apps in, and if you can't adopt, or how about does your dog need a friend? Well, maybe fostering would be right for you. You know, that way, well, you can try it out, and you can always adopt the dog you're fostering. Isn't that right? Didn't you say you foster failed, Lindzy?
Yes, I did with my first one.
Yeah. Just for those of you that don't know, foster fail in rescue is actually a good thing. Okay.
Yes.
And you got to keep the dog, and I believe the foster. I think you get first dibs, don't you?
I would assume. I mean, unless I'm too late and then they already take her, but.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, since Roman's up here, if you need to go, I'm going to take you back down to the green room so you're not stuck up here all the time, Lindzy. And do you have anything you want to add on your experiences with the rescue or your puppies?
No.
I think the puppies kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah.
In their language, but hey, body language means everything. That's universal. So,
yeah.
All right, Lindzy, tell John I said thank you so much, and I'll tell you, you're doing great. Okay, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. So, all right, Lindzy. Now, if you happen to stay down there and I see puppies playing, you're coming back up, right?
Okay.
John, thank you. Thanks
Thank you.
for coming on, and thanks for taking care of the girl when she was sick. So I'm talking about Gyda, just so you know.
But she's better.
Thanks for coming on. All righty. Oh boy, what a handful, weren't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what's
Well,
going
here's
on
what we
there?
have.
I heard there was a tornado down in you guys' area. Everything okay?
Not us. It's further south.
Okay.
But we do want to give a shout out to all the volunteers in Arkansas and every place that got hit with that. Wow, that's a retirement home got hit.
Yeah. If you guys do a drive or something there to the local rescues, let me know.
Yep. There you go.
I'm sure they need a lot of crates, towels, leashes. These things fly away very quickly, right?
Yes.
Dog food, whatever we can get together.
Yep. So anyway, last week when we were talking about working the dogs, they're team players. All right. We somehow we missed this question, and it's from Maureen. She has Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Duke? And he was the one that was severely abused emotionally and physically by a professional. So
Saw the videos. Not a happy puppy.
not a happy puppy. But I tell you, it took him a long time to start reacting. And you don't want to force your guardian. You don't want to force any dog. You don't want to make them do things that they don't want to do. Worse yet, that they're afraid to do. Okay. Because if they're afraid, you put them in survival mode per se, then he's going to try to survive against, well, maybe your parent, the parent. They shouldn't have to do that. So anyway, there's no good answer to that, is there, Roman?
Well, dogs collaborate in synergistic couples. It's the dog who doesn't know enough wants to follow somebody who knows more. And so you have kind of like a mentor-mentee relationship that guides through the process. And so see that as a family. The parents have offspring, so the offspring will follow the parents, right? They either create a secure attachment relationship, either with a male or a female partner. So when they're old enough, they will team up with their siblings or with the elder brothers. They know more. So they will follow to a certain safe distance while the big guys do a big thing. Okay? They attack coyotes. The puppy's not going to the field. They start over distance and observe what's happening. They observe their mentor and the whole strategic thinking in that place. So they're very observant. And so when that, let's call it the mentor, comes back, then there is a social greeting coming in respect. So I appreciate you showing me what happened, I am in your kind of like um, in your depth, and so they work together, they hunt together, they deal together. Now, if there is an uneven number, then we have two dogs following. The one dog follows the other, and the second dog follows the third dog. So you always have one is following the other, but it's not linear. If there are multiple dogs, then the dog will learn from individual dogs specific traits, specialties. But he always referred to his secure attachment, always. Now, if you have multiple dogs and you have multiple teams of two, I would like the let's call it the guardian to be the uneven number, while the dogs are even numbers. Make sense?
So
So
Kayla
that's my
clarified it.
take.
Yeah, Kayla clarified her first question, and I was doing that before rescue, right there. And be honest with you, you got to go with what the dog doesn't know, and it depends. I mean, we got some that'll get up there, curl up on the couch or wherever, and go to sleep, and he'll wake up, 3 days later because he's never done that, and he liked it.
Right.
And then I've run into, and now this is where Roman's going to kill me because of my term. Okay. Then I've run into them that just weren't ready to retire yet. Okay.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. They're just
Guardian
words.
breeds, they're having a work. This is their completion. They feel complete
Mhm.
by doing what they do. So it's very important that we help them integrate
Learn
in
new
the,
things.
in the family. For them, families come completely different. The job description is different. So there are breed traits embedded in the system, like a fireman that will get up if the phone rings, right? The Pyrenees will get up if there is a sound out there, and then he will face a closed door. And that's frustrating. So we need to see the transition time of the dog who is in the field all day and transitioning to become a house dog. I don't like the term pet, but a house dog still has responsibilities, but they're different. And
I
if
like
he
companions.
doesn't, right? And if he doesn't have these responsibilities, then he's going to find himself something because
That's right.
he has the need to be compliant and of service in the household. And I'm not saying service to people, service to his family. Like, it's kind of like being a guest in a household and everybody tells you, don't do anything, we serve you. And you're like, I can go to the bathroom, I can clean myself. No, we do it for you. You feel weird about it.
Yeah.
So dogs also feel weird about it if they don't do something they think they should do and you don't give them an alternative. No barking, no pacing, no jumping on the door. What else can he do other than chewing himself and chewing on tables and rocks and whatever he finds?
Chewing everything in sight, and
Right.
then eating 5 ounces of food and poops out 30 pounds. Okay.
Yeah, it's really
That's a
frustrating.
puppy. So that's a hard one to answer, Kayla, because it depends dog to dog, just like anything. Every dog's got a different personality, especially the guardian breeds.
And we need to keep in mind, and I share here a screen, the dogs need all these needs met, no matter if the dog is a house dog or a farm dog. He has biological needs, he has emotional needs, he has social needs, he has training and learning and management needs, and he has cognitive needs like choice and new experiences. And either way, if you take the half of it that was in the farm, you need to give him something new that is in the house.
You gonna share the screen?
Didn't I?
No,
Oh, didn't I? Uh-oh.
we didn't see it. I saw it down below.
Oh, what did I do wrong? Share
You didn't bring
you
it
know
up.
what? Yeah, right.
You shared it, but didn't
That's
bring
why.
it up.
That's why.
Now,
Now I got it.
while you're bringing
Now I
that
got it.
up, I want to
So-
touch on something that you actually touched on about pack animals. everybody, science and even the APDT, that's the training group. All right. Everybody is conceding to the fact that we were wrong. Wolves actually aren't pack animals.
No,
Okay.
they're family oriented, matriarchic.
And that changes a lot of stuff. I'm going to bring this up, Roman. Can you or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
do that.
Wow, it's not coming up. It just went away.
I took mine away, so you can do yours up.
No, I don't have what you're sharing. I don't have that.
I
pyramid.
can upload it in the folder, so you can have that once in a while.
Okay. But what this is like a hierarchy thing, right? Is that what you were bringing up?
This one is the hierarchy of needs. Let me see if I should have it on my documents. So I give it up. I will post it here so you guys can have that. Hold on, background. It's very important to have that. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's up in your pictures.
Oh, okay.
You
it
can,
was okay. Good. Cool.
you can click on it.
And
Yours.
I don't see it in the pictures.
Refresh.
We'll get it. We'll get to it later. We'll figure out what's going on. Oh, did you put it? Oh, there it is. It's in the background. How about we put it in? I can't now. It's in the background. You should put it in the overlays.
Oh, what do I put that?
Put it down below
Overlay.
these.
Yep, my fault. Oops, sorry.
That's all right. So anyway, what this is a it's kind of you're not going to see it yet, and it's snowing and it's cold outside, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get rid of that. How's that? Boy, what a heck of a show we got today. Now, also, we wanted to remind you that on Christmas, we're going to be spending it with our family. And, well, there we go. So now I also wanted to get a hold of about Sophie not being a barker. Is it a possibility that there's nothing to bark at? Okay. You see that comment about Sophie there?
Yeah.
And she's a failed guardian. I mean, she didn't work out.
That's okay.
It is okay. That doesn't mean the dog's a failure. That means
no.
They didn't teach the dog how to do this. Yeah, they didn't teach the dog how to do it. So
yeah.
And not a barker, count your blessings.
Yeah. You don't want to start that one. But
it's not, I mean, it's not unusual or usual. Great Pyrenees, they protect by intimidation. That's why they got that deep bark and it's consistent. Okay. So anyway, you gonna bring that up? Did I take it down?
Oh, I did. So we can talk.
That's all right. The hierarchy of it.
Yeah.
And we got about 6 minutes. That is the hierarchy. Oh, this is of the dog's needs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, anything that Roman puts up here, you can go out to his. Where's the best place to go to get that?
This one you can get if you Google hierarchy of dog needs, you're gonna find it online.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Oh, that isn't something you created. I see that.
No, it's not mine.
Okay.
What mine is, I can share it with you if you want. And it will talk about. Hold on.
I took it down just so you know.
No, it's okay. I can upload a picture that may be interesting. No, I will not be able to upload it. It's too big. We can talk another time about the synergistic couples. If we talk about at some point about synergistic couples or codependent relationships or siblings, that kind of stuff, we can talk about that.
So, and how's your boy T-Bone doing?
Well, he has a huge hole on his leg. We can see the bone.
All right.
But
Roman has a dog that he's got his own Facebook page and he's had for about 6 years now?
Yeah.
All right. His name's T-Bone. He was going to die.
Well, he was twice on the kill list on the nation's biggest non-kill shelter And on the nation's biggest non-kill rescue, he made it twice on the kill list.
He was a
But,
handful.
he's a great dog. I mean, I learned
And
a
he
lot.
got cancer.
Yeah,
They're fighting cancer right now. So it's mast cell, right? Is that what it was diagnosed as?
yeah.
Okay.
And he's
Fortunately,
actually a Chinook dog who is partially also Pyrenees.
yes, the Chinook has Pyrenees DNA in him. So,
Pyrenees, Husky, and German Shepherd.
yep. And fortunately, there's a high success rate on treatment of mast cell location, depending, everything depends on what's going on. It's still
Yeah.
cancer. All right.
So he's on high quality food. He has a high quality treatment. I don't name the names because Facebook will pick it up. Thank you so much. Appreciate.
And then you'll get Facebook jail for 30 days.
Right for saying the name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't call people names anymore. Anyway,
No.
all right, everybody, we got 4 minutes left. Thanks for coming on here, Roman, and I sure am glad your internet's doing a lot better tonight.
I'm getting satellite soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
you are,
straight
and
up
we
to the
can't say the
stars.
name. We
No,
can't
we
say the
cannot say
name,
the
but
name
there
either.
is a company out there on satellite that's almost gigabit service. Just so you know, all
Yeah.
right. And I believe it's the same that they're putting in out at headquarters in St. Clair, Missouri. You remember St. Clair, Missouri, headquarters of Great Pyrenees Rescue of Missouri.
Mhm, mhm.
We're based in Missouri, but not limited to Missouri. All right.
Imagine
And
you look at the
Lindzy's proof.
stars. Imagine
I'm
you look
sorry?
at the stars and you have a chain in your hands. Connect those two dots, stars
There you go.
and your chain. That.
Well, see, the thing with the internet, with the satellite, they've struggled for years getting any bandwidth. Looks like the struggle's over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to bring you back up, Lindzy, so we can all bid everybody good night. And there we go. We brought you back up, Lindzy.
Okay,
And,
get dressed.
I tried to tell you a little earlier. Sorry, I should have taken you back down. But hey, she's a foster, not a co-host. She agreed to be a guest because I didn't know where everybody was, and Roman made it on. I figured I wasn't sure Roman was even going to be here because even today he was having internet issues. So he must have went out and kicked the tower or something, but he got it working. All right, everybody. I don't know if you saw it or noticed it or not, but we moved around some pictures in our intro video, and we've done the same thing in our exit video. So pay attention. Don't run off quite yet until it's over. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you, next week, providing it's not Christmas. All right. So, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Come up. If you have questions, be ready to ask. All right. Roman's here. So, all right. Here we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.